Lambeau now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Seattle. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They go play action now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On third down, Wilson. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. One Wilson to another for a Seahawk first down. They'll toss it out to Carson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now Wilson on second down. Complete. Richardson has it. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They run it with Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. That is caught. Right at the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They run again with Carson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And some room to work. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it, too.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished 2nd. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought, was going to be the guy. He got hurt early in the year, but they definitely have to find a running game and get back to playing that Seattle football of run first and let Russell Wilson take over from there.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. This is Carson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Wilson now to throw on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back to the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Now it's Lockett. He will not go down. Tyler Lockett might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Off the play fake, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From a distance, he'd certainly like to forget. This one from 27 yards out. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you worked on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Avoids him at the 40, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Underneath to Ivory. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And he's got it to Hurns. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a 4-yard pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Bortles going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So on 4th down, Doug Marrone going to send out his field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And Lambeau will put this one through. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 44 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Here's Carson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 6-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Jaguars are going to take possession.
I go out for my squad and I put that on. Squad? All I got is my word and my word is my bond. Squad? Yeah, they gon' look at you different when you moving forward. Cause I really do, I'm kicking up the ring.